starting the vlog a bit late. We are here at MSP. The flight wasn't too bad, all things considered. What did you think?
It was great. Free earbuds.
Yeah, they gave us free earbuds. We saw Atlantis. That was kind of awesome. They were warning us about turbulence 4 times over, but it was nothing to worry about. I think there's a lot of kind of fear and anxiety towards the airline system, which I think is a bit warranted in recent times, but we had nothing but a good time on the flight. So we are here. We are waiting to get picked up by one of the great community members that, you know, they had a kind of a travel log getting to and from the airport, so you didn't have to spend the time Ubering or anything like that. Yeah, usually you start vlogs kind of with, oh, sorry, I didn't do that. Usually you start doing stuff like this when you're at home and packing. I just forgot to start recording and things like that. So that's it. I don't know when the next update will be, but we're sitting here.
We're excited to play some Marvel Champions.
We're gonna play a ton of games. We're gonna do a ton of trolling. Hopefully not. See you guys there. We're here at the DoubleTree. I'm gonna talk quietly because it is a hotel lobby, and the people are already getting down to it. Day 0 in full effect. I don't know what I look like. Now, what's up? We're hungry. We're going to get food. I don't know where Hayden's at. I can't see. It's too bright out here. This is out of order because we didn't even show you the room yet. But we're at the hotel here in scenic Minnesota. It is a nice and comfortable, I didn't want him to wait for you. It is a nice and comfortable day outside. Bustling, hustle, bustle. And we're just gonna go get food. Let's see how it goes. Just got finished with eating. I'm looking around if anyone's watching. That Indian food was excellent, am I right?
Yeah, it was really good.
It was awesome. Now we're just doing a quick Walmart run because, you know, we're gonna be here for the next couple of days. So, getting a couple things. What? What's up, chat? Like my friend had told me to say. We're back with updates after the first day, day 0. It's the morning of day 1. Yeah, we did a lot of gaming last night. We started around like 2 or 3 yesterday. We got in 5 games total, couple 3-player, couple 4-player. People were just already ready, raring to go. There's people who were there until like 3 a.m. in the hotel conference room. We had breakfast this morning, and yeah, there's just looking forward to the event starting proper today. We're gonna head over to Game Center. We've got a Thunderbolt scenario, we got the Carnage scenario, so it should be pretty good. Trying to think of what else we did. We looked like hobos on the side of the street, walking with the water bottles from Walmart and groceries. Ate at a really good Indian spot. I think that was probably one of the previous videos from this. And yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. There'll probably be footage of the con itself because I didn't want to record people playing in a hotel room because it's kind of like, it wasn't really a hotel room, but like a conference kind of area. I don't know. Too much of an intimate space, but this one you'll probably see the con here, get a couple updates, and we'll go from there. What's up? Here again. Did a little bit of gaming after the breakfast on day 1. Game Center opens at noon. It's a bit afternoon, so you know, fashionably late. Probably like some of the latest people there, but it's all good. Had some fun playing a couple custom scenario. It was Ganon from The Legend of Zelda. And it was Venom Goblin-esque. There was a deck that you get a ton of buffs from by boarding. Super fun, super cool and thematic. Did run a little bit long though, so we're heading over there. Had a ton of fun with some people from Austin we met, which is just right by where I'm located in Texas. So probably be recording the walk to the con and just general look and vibe for a little bit. Day 1 starts now. So we just did some wilderness trekking. I think we are here at Game Center. I don't actually know, but all signs point to yes, because it looks like they got like fantasy little things on the storefront. We'll be going in here, playing some games, day 1. update because I don't know what I'm talking about. This is the Asmodee FFG buildings. You can see it right there. Pretty cool. This is where the game is made. And then we got games that are over here, which is literally right across the street. Got a lot of history from this place through Andrew SDX on the Discord, who graciously shuttled us from the airport. It was made right across the street so they could sell the games they made, and is kept kind of as a part of the merger slash split where they got to keep the rights and ownership, had to change the branding a little bit, and I'm gonna get in there for day one. Here in the game center, big board game store, but there's a line to get in. We'll update when we're in proper. I think you can see it just over there. Pretty cool, pretty cool. This is a bit insane. We got checked into the con, so I'm in the con room right now, ready for a ton of games. Do a quick once over of the view, but it's crazy. So many people, and I'm so excited. Some games.
Spider-Ham, Bishop, Captain Marvel, Bruce, Wasp.
Oh, you got both sides, yeah.
And Groot.
Oh, the Groot one's kind of awesome. What's the other side? Baby.
Oh yeah. And then Hulk.
Yeah, for sure.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
The 6 packs I got. She-Hulk, Iceman, Rocket. It's pretty awesome. Thanks, Boom Guy and Boom. Going through the motions, we got Cable, custom Carnage scenario.
He goes for me and he is stunned.
Okay, morning of day 2. It has been a crazy day 1. I think I managed to hit like 6 games total, which was pretty good. Not bad, but the last game ran us so late. I was up until like basically 2:33 a.m. It was a ton of fun though. There's been so many games and I think my voice is shot. And there's still more games to be played. Trying to climb up a hill. It's not successful. Going around a different angle. That being said, yeah, it's been so much fun. So many people to talk to and meet. Even someone who came up to me as a fan of the channel. So that was definitely pretty interesting. Was not expecting that, but it's been a good time. Whew, okay. Kind of out of breath, but I'm back. I couldn't really tell if I was recording anymore because it's so bright out here, but yeah, we are on the walk to Game Center once again. We actually know where it is this time. I'm not gonna point at the Asmodee signs and ask if that's it. I just really am excited for another day of playing the game. It's been a ton of fun. We got campaigns today, we got giveaways, we got raffles. Also many more games of Marvel Champions to be played. Might do a couple pans of the con room again, just throughout the day. I don't know when the next update will be. Maybe if I'm not back by 3 a.m., it'll be in the hotel room. Not sure. See you there. Started day 2. Definitely a bit more breathing room. Day 1. Cool. Let's go into it. So we just finished up talking about the campaign. I guess I might as well flip this around. Just finished up the campaign on day 2. We are chilling in Game Center right now. I'll go to a first person in a sec. Picked up a couple alt-arts. Shout outs to Band of Sirens for the Miss Marvel. We got Cable. And shout outs to, I'm blanking on the name right now, but I sent in the Discord a couple of my faves. Got them pretty cool. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun today. We're gonna take a break, probably get some food. We took the group photo and it's been a ton of fun. There's still much more champions to be played. See you later. Hey everyone, it's end of day 3, or end of day 2 I would say. Probably the midnight, so technically beginning of day 3. We had a ton of fun today. We finished the campaign scenario. The 3 scenarios we did in order was, I keep forgetting the first one for the life of me. It'll come back to me in a second, maybe if I keep stalling and trying to think what the first scenario was. Yeah, I can't remember right now. I think we did something into Thanos into Baron Zemo. So that was a ton of fun. And then I met up with Chase and a couple other friends I had played with again during the weekend. And we did the Carnage scenario, which was the con-specific one, in solo mode, which was a ton of fun and expert. We got it down, we got a ton of web browser allies. This doesn't make any sense if you weren't at the con, but they'll be releasing it as print and play modules, so make sure you check that out. So it'll be awesome. It's just been a really good experience. I've met people who watch the channel, which was super surprising to me. I don't have a big channel by any means, but it was really kind of heartwarming. I've gotten kind messages. I've been asked to sign things, so that was a really good time, and I've just been having a great time just enjoying it as a fan of the game and as a player, getting to play so many 4-player games. Tomorrow is definitely going to be like winding down for the event. Game Center is only open 10 to 6. We'll have a day 3 update and whatnot, but it's just been really grateful. Kennedy, everyone who puts this up, puts on the con every year. Really fun events, really great scenarios, really great people. Just everything has been awesome. And I'm just feeling really grateful. It's not over yet. Gonna have a lot of fun still to be had. We'll see how it goes. Day 3 debrief in the Johanna room. It's around 2 a.m. here. I had a really good conversation with two great gentlemen about getting into the game. Their love of the Exodus modular set, that was a ton of fun. And we got a really good Baron Zemo in for the end of the night. Spreading the Baron Zemo agenda with all the stickers that I had posted. Actually shown here. I've been handing them out anytime someone plays the Baron Zemo scenario. Bit of an incentive. I found the mole and all I got was this sticker. Pretty funny. Ton of fun. Got to talk One Piece trading card experience. It's just been such a good time. And I cannot wait. Actually, I can wait for it to end. Just a really good time. Looking forward to tomorrow. Need to freshen up, take a quick shower, head to bed, and I'll see you start at day 3. Bye. Well, we're in our familiar spot, familiar walk. It is bright and early, 10:30 a.m. Heading over to the con. I would say I slept past my alarm, but that's not true. My phone died, so there was no alarm to be had. But this is day 3. Day 3, final day of the con. Games Center closes at 6. Excited to just get a couple games in and just see how it goes. Really looking forward to it. It is morning of day 4 of the con. Just kidding, the con ended at the end of yesterday. It's currently Monday morning. I don't know if I had an end of day 3 video, and I technically started at day 0, so all my numbers are mixed up, but yeah, it was such a really good event. I think I'll throw an actual retrospective or my thoughts on the con as a general at the end here, probably at my setup at home. But other than that, it was just a really great experience. Too many people to thank, too many things to go into that I can't think of just walking around outside the DoubleTree in Roseville here. So I'll make sure to do those thanks at the end specifically. Hope you guys enjoyed kind of all these vlogs, little insights between the days, how I'm feeling, hearing my voice get progressively more shot as I have worn it out to hell and back this weekend. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for putting on the con. I had an amazing time. Can't wait to be back next year. See you guys in the next one and the end of this video. Okay, so here we are at the end of the vlog, end of the con recap. Now, I was really thinking how I wanted to go about doing this recap. The problem being that if I recapped every single thing I did at the con and talked through it and gave it all the time it really deserved, it would have been like a multiple hour edition at the end of this 10-15 minute vlog that I have yet to edit. So instead of that, I went ahead and did a live stream on Wednesday. It was about 2 hours long. If you guys want to check out that recap, it will be linked at the end card of the video. It's a live stream VOD. I'll also link it in the description. If you want to see everything and anything and everything that had to deal with the con to make your own informed decision if you want to go next year or not, I highly, highly encourage you to go ahead and check that out. But we will still do a mini recap here. So yeah, the con was a great experience. I was there from day 0 to day 4 technically, even though the con was only 3 days long. But I was in Minneapolis for about 5 days, and it was such a great experience. There's so many people and experiences and memories that I can shout out. We have like Man is obsolete babysitting MODOK with the Doomsday Chair. When he was in playing Jubilee and Alter Ego the entire game, from Volt Prime Bree getting locked down by 2 of her seduced cards from the Valkyrie encounter set. There's just so many good memories. Playing with Doc 7 and getting to meet his son, who was super excited to meet me. We got to play it in the Carnage multi-table mode throughout the whole con. That was really fun. There was just so many great experiences and games to be had, and I'm so glad that I made the choice to jot down every single game, because now that I jot down every single game, I can almost remember something about every single one of these games, and it's kind of like gotten stored in kind of like my long-term memory. I have my name tags I chose for the couple days here. And yeah, there was just really good comments. People came up to me, told me they watched the channel. People gave me alt arts. I took pictures with people. I'm not a big channel by any means, but it was still so much fun. I can only imagine what it's like being like a bigger personality. Even though that isn't the reason I went to the con or played any games or did anything in general. Obviously, that was just not my main goal at all when going to the con. I was trying to see if I could find something. Okay, back. Speaking how I didn't want to make the content main focus, I did think it'd be really cool to bring like a physical camera. This is some Sony handheld handy cam. I think this was made in the mid to early 2010s. It's just a little camcorder that's HD handheld. You open it up, right? There's like, you can do all kinds of things. Open the lens cover, and then boom. It's pretty cool. This is what I used to record all the vlogs, so if they're not the best quality, I'm not using my phone or anything. I thought it would be really fun to have a really physical piece of media, and also I think people are more open and welcoming to cameras than just shoving a phone in their face. There's so many phones around us. I didn't really record people in general or ask to record. That wasn't why I went to the con, but I think the vlog was a really cool addition, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. Again, more highlights. I love the multi-table Carnage scenario. I like the Carnage scenario in general. The fact that the developers came out and gave like a mini Q&A, not really Q&A, but a mini panel, and gave some teasers and sneak peeks of stuff in the futures was not expected, nor was it needed, but it was greatly appreciated. It was really, really cool. I don't want to step on Kennedy Hawks or any of the organizers' toes. They will have that panel uploaded here in the future if it's not already uploaded. If it is, I will make sure to link it down in the description below. They said some really, really cool stuff. Okay, for some reason my recording paused or cut off when I was talking about the multi-table Carnage scenarios and things that I thought were big highlights of the con. I will just re-record it. I think I was talking for like 10 more minutes or something like that. But yeah, so some other highlights for the con other than the games. I got to take a ton of pictures with people. People came up and said they liked the content. They kind of like handed me things. And of course, that wasn't the reason I went to the con in the first place at all. I can only imagine someone who has a much bigger channel than I do, how many people they would get asked for pictures or give kind comments about them. But the fact I received any at all, I thought was really cool, fun, and heartwarming to me specifically. There was just so many, great memories from the games, which I think we'll go over through this picture gallery that I'm going to go through here right now. So this is something that I thought would be fitting at the end of the vlog, just go through a lot of the pictures that I took that weren't a part of, the little vlogging I did with this camera a little bit. So on the first one, this was on day 0, flying into MSP in Minneapolis at like 6 a.m. I'm no stranger to early flights. I've been doing them all my life, so it was no different here. It was a pretty smooth ride, all things considered. Then we go here. So I knew there was a really good Indian place next to the con. People talked about it in the con discussion. It's called India Palace. I'm pretty sure we had the biryani here. It was so good, but it was so much food. We both ate till we were full, and then we still had leftovers for another meal the next day. Really good value, especially if you were looking at dine on a budget. This was the first game we got into on day 0. This was, I think Strife came out at the very end, but it was Black Widow in Standard versus Iceman in Protection, Spider-Man in Aggression, Cable in Justice, and Maria in Justice. I got like 4 of my side teams cleared. It was a pretty good game, all things considered. I got locked down on the last turn because of Strife, but the team was able to pick it and clean it up. Really fun game. This is the panel I was talking about a bit earlier with all three of the developers here, and then it was a really good time. They didn't have to do this, they weren't required to do this, but it was still really cool. They gave us a couple of teasers, and of course, if that conference or panel is already up by the time and by the time this video goes live, I'll go ahead and link it down below so I don't step on anyone's toes and let them talk about their reveals for themselves. This is a picture I got to get with Tony, one of the other developers of the game. Technically, both the developers were in it, but one of them got cut off, and then the other one got cut off when I posted on YouTube, I think, so it was only Tony left. Really unfortunate, but it was really cool. They were down to take a quick pic. This was probably one of my highlights of the weekend for sure. It was really cool. So we had Dave and Ben here. Dave is Doc 7 and Ben is his son. He was talking about on the con discussion and in the Discord, link below, join if you aren't in already, how he was coming with his son and they were really excited for the con. So this was the beginning of day 1, and Dave told me to look at his son's shirt, and I looked at it, and I'm at the top one on the YouTubers on his shirt is Charr, Nelson, Web Warrior Fanatic, and D20. I was not expecting that at all when I woke up in the morning and eating breakfast like half awake. I thought that was really cool and really fun, and I thought there was a great picture. You see Dave's shirt as Candy Hawk. It was the organizer of the event, Boone Guy, Villain Theory, and Dale. I thought these shirts were really fun. All the shirts they had were really fun and cute. They were really in theme for the event. And yeah, it's just a great picture. They were such good sports. I had great memories playing with them. Sandman scenario, also in the Carnage multiverse, multi-table scenario. Really a ton of fun. Great people. And I can't wait to get some more games next year and keep interacting with them on the channel. That was awesome. This was another highlight, I think, at the end of day 1. We wanted to do like a thematic kind of game with the symbiotic standard set. So we did like Venom with Fantasy, which was funny, and then the symbiotic standard. And this is Bree, or Volt Prime I was talking about, getting hit by 2 seduced cards on her identity. There's not max 1 per player, and she's fighting against her nemesis. Man, this was a rough go around. She had 3 minions engaged with her too. Yeah, I thought it was too funny because she hit the seduce and then I think she flipped another one, and it was like, wow, this is Valkyrie's worst nightmare, and no one's board was going as poorly as this. Just to put an example, at the end of the game on Cable, Uncanny X-Force Leadership, I had all 7 of the side schemes I brought actually cleared, so that just puts in perspective how, unfortunate this board state really was here. I thought it was funny. We had a quick laugh about it in the moment for sure, and I'm sure she won't mind me mentioning it in the video of highlights. So at the end of day 1, this was MODOK on standard. Man, that was a long game, but this was a really cool board state where I got to show off how the deck worked. I got my clarity of purposes on everyone on the table. I got my endurances on everyone on the table, and we were able to finish against MODOK with 4 Wakanda Forevers. Once my deck was thinned out to that point, I drop a Kalu, find a Wakanda Forever, drop some Maria Hills, keep recurring her, buffing up the table over and over with card draw, with clarity of purpose, endurance, the whole point of the support deck. And then I was able to do my fair share of damage at the end game with 4 Wakanda Forevers. Came together perfectly. It was an awesome deck, and I had a ton of fun playing it. This was during the day 2 when we did like the campaign specific scenario where you gave villains the attachments from the Children of Carnage. So we chose to do Thanos with an extra encounter card, and then the boost, I always forget what this symbol is called, but yes, the extra encounter card, the hazard icon and whatnot. This one, as you can see, he had 4 acceleration tokens on the main. He got really close to snapping once or twice. This one was a slog of a game, in a good way. We would make a lot of progress, and then we got to clear out the whole minions. That one Black Order minion summoning card is so brutal in multiplayer because you spend the turn clearing all the Black Order minions, and then they flip that again, the Children of Thanos or whatever, and then 4 more of them go back on the board. It's just so much you have to deal with turn in and turn out. But it was a ton of fun, and we were able to actually defeat it, which is really cool. And then shout outs to Bahamut Dragonlord right here. Later on that night, he played against Baron Zemo, and he realized my love for that villain, and he handed me his secret counters tokens, what I went over in the live stream if you want to check that out. They were really cool, really awesome, and he was the one who gifted them to me graciously, and he said I would get a lot more use out of them than he did. This is another really big highlight from Man is Obsolete with his Jubilee deck. I don't think it was meant to be an alter ego only deck, but because he got grounded on the first turn, he basically made a decision like, I'm never going to flip up. So we kept MODOK locked down with the biomechanical upgrades in Siren, along with, I think it was the X Mansion to continually heal Siren, just to keep MODOK confused lock so that we didn't have to deal with them. And then me and Storm, we just comboed She-Hulk and the lead from the front combos from leadership to get She-Hulk have these really huge attacking turns and eventually knock out Ultron. This was a really, really big highlight as well, similar to the Dave and Ben picture that we got together. At the end of day 3 wasn't very long. The center closed at like 6 p.m. or something like that. Caleb was actually going around playing games with people, and I got to catch him right before he was leaving. He was a really good sport about it. He took a quick pic with me, and then I thanked him for making Iceman and Cyclops, which were 2 of my favorite heroes in this game. He let me know that Iceman wasn't most of his design. He just did the touch-ups on it. It was mostly a box design. He also shared a bit of design tidbit insight, which I didn't ask him. He just graciously shared, and I thought it was awesome to chat about the heroes for a little bit. Iceman originally was supposed to introduce a 4th status card to the game. So not like a Frostbite card or like the Frozen Solid card. He was supposed to introduce one in addition to Stun, Confused, and Tough, according to him. And he said it didn't really pan out that way. And I think obviously they kind of got repurposed into the Frostbite mechanic and the Frozen Solid card in his kit, which can kind of be seen as a status card in a way, but I thought it would be really cool that Iceman specifically was supposed to update like the core loop of the game. That would have been really cool. I wonder who else would have had access to whatever that status effect was or would have done. I think it would have been cool, but we'll never know. It's something for the design archives documents, or maybe at one point if I get Caleb on the channel as a pipe dream to ask him out directly to see if he could elaborate at all. I actually got to end up playing like Slay the Spire and stuff with Hit Buttons, Mr. Self-Destruct, and Marcel. That was really good and really fun to take a quick break from Champions. Then I ended the con with playing against all aggression decks against Magog. Super fun, super thematic. These are 2 pics of me flying back home in the MSP airport. I didn't know Charr Scholes, the creator of Peanuts, was from Minneapolis, but it makes a lot more sense now because they had Snoopy statues everywhere. It's really cool, really awesome, and the con was such a great time. That was about it that I have for stories and pictures. Again, if you want that in-depth insight into like the decks I brought, some like tips and things I would do differently for next year, more in-depth in the stories. I had so many stories from the con, so much good times, good people to talk to, good games, good food, everything like that. Please go ahead and check out that longer live stream that I will have linked at the end of the video or in the description below. It was such a great time, and I really hope all of you guys who didn't make it out or wasn't able for one reason or another can make it out the next year. Going to this one time really solidified that I want to try and make it a trip every year, commit to it, and just have a great time playing Marvel Champions over the weekend with good friends, good people, and good food. That's going to be it for me for now. Leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment on what you thought was the coolest experience that I had or shared, or if you went and was the coolest game you had, anything and everything. Make sure to join the Discord. It's growing actually recently. We have a couple of good conversations in there from time to time. So if that interests you at all, check it out. That's going to be it for me. Check out that other live stream. It was really great. Ton of great chat interaction and stories shared. But other than that, we'll be getting back to kind of a normal upload cadence. I had to take a break, mostly because of the con and everything that was going on with that. Should be getting back into about 2 uploads per week, and then maybe 3 barring an announcement or reaction video. So it's going to be it for me. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. See you in the next one. Goodbye.